Alright guys, so we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Cooler is coming. Looks like Cooler could potentially be the hardest hitting TUR in the game, which is very funny. At least against Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans, that's very likely to be the case. He is very good. I mean, top 5 TUR at least is probably very likely. Cooler's probably going to be dishing out 3 million attack stats transformed with a 200k defensive stat. He's ridiculous, right? One thing that's very interesting about him is this Conquest of Terror category that is brand new. As of right now, we do not know who's inside of it, so that's what this video is going to be. We're going to kind of guess or theorize who may be on Cooler's category. We will find out who is on his category from a data download that we should get tonight. If you guys take a look, the clock is 7 a.m. for me right now. Probably anywhere from like 9 p.m. my time until like midnight. In that range, usually is when we get the data download. I remember for the LR Androids data download, I was at the gym, so yeah, probably around 9 p.m. Eastern exactly is when I expect the data download to arrive. So, all right, let's take a look at a bunch of units. Wait, is Cooler supposed to be first? Where's my Cooler? I had a Cooler. Oh, Cooler tab's right here. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're going to take a look at a lot of the possibilities for this category. Personally, I think what we're going to get here is actually a Big Bad Bosses category. That's the one. Actually, hold on. I want to pull it back up. Actually, hold on. Actually, I want to pull this back up. Actually, wait. It's probably hot. I could get there quickest. Just because I want to see that. What is it? Terror of Conquest or whatever. I just want that like that name to be stuck in my head because it's a new category. Yeah. Okay. Conquest of Terror, right? So Conquest of Terror, I'm presuming that this is probably going to be like a Big Bad Bosses, and then like characters that sort of have like attacked or invaded, right? So obviously, I think, I mean, yeah, the Metal Coolers will be on there because they did invade Namek, Conquest, Terror, all that describes Namek. So all these guys are going to be on here right away. Physical Final Form Cooler is going to be a beast next to STR Cooler, and then Int Metal Cooler. Like, this team is going to be crazy. And then, remember, it's Transformation Boost as well, so you can toss, like, Blue Gogeta, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Dragon Ball Super Bolt. Like, it's nuts. Zamasu. I would think, without a doubt, Zamasu and Goku Black, Fuse Zamasu, they're probably all going to be on here. So, I mean, that's big. Now, I would say LR Goku Black has started to age a little bit. You do got to be careful with them in difficult events. Like, as long as they're getting super attacks first, their defense is pretty good. But the age, I think, has certainly started to factor in a little bit with them. Even maybe like STR Rose, I think, his defense isn't the best. I mean, AGL Rose is coming up on an EZA very soon. Plus, I think an LR Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black is probably something that will happen. But, all the Goku Black and Zamasu units will, be very, very powerful on this team. But really, again, honestly, like, we need, like, a better Fuse Zamasu. There's just so much we need in terms of Goku Black and Zamasu units, which is funny. Except normal Zamasu is probably, like, the best of all of them now, I guess. I think almost all the Freezes are going to be on here. First form, second form, third form, final form. Yep. Final form Angel. I don't know. I feel like Angel Frieza may not be on there. We'll see. Like, Angel and then Angel Golden Frieza may not be on the category. I think GT Frieza would be full power Frieza, of course. Mecha Frieza, 100%. Golden Frieza, 100%. Again, Golden Frieza, Angel, I don't know. I feel like potentially he won't be on there. Because remember, the only thing that Angel Golden Frieza does, really, is, like, he massacres all the people at Baba's Palace. And then he participates in the Tournament of Power, and that's it. So he might not make it on there. Now, obviously, LR, Goku, and Frieza are not going to be on there. Okay, Hit. Now, this is based upon 2 factors, right? Number 1, Hit has barely any categories. We got to get this man some more categories. Number 2, remember, there was that, well, I don't want to call it a filler episode because, the Dragon Ball Super anime is not based on a manga, but remember there was sort of that in-between episode, which was pretty good, where Hit came to Earth to assassinate Goku. Funny enough, it was Goku who contracted Hit to do that. Just based on that episode, I feel like Hit could be added to this category. It needs to be done, honestly, because Hit is basically stuck in purgatory. One of the reasons I think Hit is actually one of the worst Dokkan Fest exclusive category leaders in the game right now is because he's basically, it's one team. He's on one freaking team. Like, I know, like, at the same time, it's like, oh, but, you don't have a problem with Gohan and Goten. They're amazing on their own team, but they're not quite as good on some other teams, stuff like that. But it's like, you can at least run them, like hit. You like, it's literally only one team you could run him on. Like, you can't even like play around with him. Like, he's just stuck on a team. Like, you got to get the man more categories. Janemba. I think Janemba has a ridiculously high chance of being on there. Janemba also, by the way, needs more categories. He's only on movie bosses and transformation boost. Now, I mean, the thing about these two categories is they're two of maybe the top 5 best categories in the game. Transformation boost is part of Cooler's leader skill, so Janemba will be on there anyway, but it will be important. Units that are Transformation Boost and Conquests of Terror units, they're going to be able to get Cooler's maximum buff here. Like, no matter what, you're going to get a support type buff. So, you're going to be best off using characters that actually fall under both categories. That will allow your team to run the smoothest with Cooler. So, hopefully Janemba's on there. By the way, I am expecting whenever LR Janemba comes out to be the best unit in the game, by the way. I said that many times. Lord Slug will for sure be on there. We need a Dokkan Fest exclusive Lord Slug. We need an LR Lord Slug. There's just a lot they have to do with Lord Slug. We don't even have old Lord Slug yet. Like, again, there's stuff they've got to do there. But I do think Lord Slug will end up on this category. How many categories does Lord Slug have? I know that he has Giant, Movie Boss, Namekian, Secrets of Dragon Ball. Yeah, we can get this man another one. Bardock here. Now you might be like, Bardock, what? Remember, the Saiyans, man. The Saiyans were invaders, so I feel like Bardock and his crew, probably not, but they could be on there. If Bardock is on there, that would be favorable too, because there's a lot of Saiyans on Transformation Boost. So, you know, UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, stuff like that. You could link them up with like Bardock, and maybe like Tora would be very good as a support type unit. So I do feel as though some of these Bardock units are a possibility. Super Saiyan Bardock, no way. But normal Bardock could be. The chances are low, but he could fit into the constraints of it. And then I do think Mass Saiyan will be on here. The reason is because last year we got the Time Traveler category. Last year, when we got the Dragon Ball Heroes units, they released very closely with Int Goku Black, who was a Time Traveler leader, right? Which a lot of the Dragon Ball Heroes units fit on. Now, we are about to get Dragon Ball Heroes units. I think it's possible that this category could have some of these Dragon Ball Heroes units on it. I do think Mass Saiyan is a good pick for that, right? On that Conquest of Terror category. But then again, at the same time, last year, this Cooler is releasing in the same spot where Metal Cooler came out, and then Goku Black came at the end of November. So, hard to say exactly, like, if they will be part of this Cooler category, but I do think there's a good chance. Definitely Golden Cooler upcoming will be a part of Cooler's category, so that'll be good. But I do think Mass Saiyan will be on there. Bardock might be. Again, same thing with Mira. I think Mira has a good chance. By the way, Mira needs like a Dokkan Fest. There's so many different versions of Mira and stuff. Like, we need better for Mira for sure. Nappa. I gotta imagine 100% Nappa's on there. Nappa also needs a much better card, by the way. It's so, like, the Saiyan Saga is just so grossly underutilized. And, like, you go back and watch or read the Saiyan Saga, dude. That's, like, peak Dragon Ball. Like, it's so good. Like, we need a good Nappa. We need a good Raddatz. Like, I'm talking, like, a Nappa on the level of, like, you know, like, SCR Final Form Freeze or one of these banner units or something like that. Like, a Nappa, a Raddatz. We need a Dokkan Fest Scouter Vegeta that transforms in the Great Ape. And then we also need, like, a Dokkan Fest Kaioken Goku. That would be amazing. You know, give us a bunch of the Z Fighters and stuff like that. Maybe, like, a Cybermen card that's, like, a TUR. Like, there's just so much they could do from the Saiyan Saga. I do think they eventually will, but it's definitely time. The Shadow Dragons. I feel like the Shadow Dragons could easily be on here. Again, I said it before, Big Bad Bosses category, but again, some of these units, Omega, another one of these characters that's only on 2 categories. Omega, Super 17, Hit, Janemba, these are characters that need to be on more categories. I think this can kind of umbrella all of them into there, right? I do think Super 17 has a high chance of being on here as well. I don't know if I pulled him up, though. Raddatz, of course. Raddatz, by the way, same deal. Like the free-to-play Raddatz is cool. He's been useful for a while. That's not good enough. We also need Super Saiyan 3 Raddatz and Nappa, by the way. But that's, you know, for a later date. All right, Sealess. Again, I think the Dragon Ball Heroes units are going to be on here. Silas also only on a couple of category teams. So you guys can see the theme. This could be a new category for a ton of units. Darkness Toa, if she is on here, she's going to be fantastic. Extreme Class Allies, 3 key, 30% attack and defense. She's going to be a monster on this team. Hopefully Toa does make it on here along with these Dragon Ball Hero units. Turles, you could lock that up. Lock it up. He's on the team for sure. I hate when it does this. You could lock it up. Turles will be on this team. That 40% buff 3 key on top of what Cooler's doing, this team is going to be it's going to be outrageous. It's going to be one of the most fun teams in the game by far, by far, by far, by far, because we're putting Turles onto the transformation boost team, which has all these transformation units. I'm telling y'all right now, Cooler, his team, it might be like it's like a must summon. Like Cooler is so good, and his team is probably so good that, like, I just think, like, you got to put stones into it, you know, depending upon what the banner looks like. Vegeta. I think a lot of these base form Vegetas will end up in there. Like, this Scouter Vegeta, 100%, he's got to be in there. Even, like, early Namek Vegeta has got to be in there. There's a lot of units, that Vegeta units that I think could end up in there. Great Ape Vegeta as well. I think by the time we get to Super Saiyan, probably not. Majin Vegeta, yeah, I do think Majin Vegeta is probably another big time pick. And then, like, you know, we have Baby down here. I do think Baby will be on there. Again, Big Bad Bosses category. The rest of this probably not. Maybe Black Mask Saiyan, but he's not really a big deal, right? Majin Vegeta, he is on a number of categories, but, I mean, honestly, I do think we're probably getting real close to a Dokkan Fest exclusive Majin Vegeta. So if this Majin Vegeta, or Majin Vegeta is counted on this category, that'll just be another category that this upcoming Dokkan Fest Majin Vegeta, which I honestly, I think within the next, as soon as we get this Buu Saga stuff, I imagine Dokkan Fest Majin Vegeta is probably one of the first ones we'll get. He might be the introduction to the Buu Saga, because really, the first moment where things like super pop off is Majin Vegeta, right? Like, Gohan vs. Dabura is okay. Gohan going Super Saiyan 2 at the World Tournament is okay. You know, Goten vs. Trunks is okay. But Majin Vegeta, that's where, like, oh, hold up. We're here. Some good stuff is going down. So, he's going to get a Dokkan Fest exclusive without a doubt. Zamasu. Oh, yeah, when you open up Goku Black or Zamasu in the Dokkan Wiki, it sends you to the Zamasu page both times. But, yeah, Goku Black and Zamasu, we'll see them on there. I think a lot of the androids will be on there. Androids, you know, 13, 14, 15. We don't have cards for 14 and 15 yet, but we will eventually. We'll also have a Dokkan Fest exclusive or LR for Android 13 as well. Look how good they made him in Legends. I'm sure he'll be just as good in Dokkan. He'll probably be very good. 17, again, I don't know if Android 17 and 18 from the present will end up on there, but I do think the future androids should. And then I think Hellfighter 17 will be on there. It's so stupid that this guy is not GT17, by the way, because he probably would be on there. I mean, he is being mind controlled, but whatever. And then again, Super 17 for sure. The LR Androids probably, definitely. I don't know about this LR Androids, though. I don't know. I actually think they would be quite good on this team, by the way. I mean, I know they are, you know, pretty much specifically designed to be used on the Android team, but I still think they'd probably be pretty decent on this team. Again, same deal with the Android 18. Maybe they count some of the present day Android 18s, but probably it's just going to be like future Android 18s and like, you know, the LR Androids down here. I'd imagine that's pretty much it, right? Baby, I do think pretty much all forms of Baby will be on here. You know, again, Big Bad Bosses category. Baby Janemba, I think, is highly likely. Beerus. I think Beerus is a pretty good shot to end up on there. Beerus is another one of these characters, too. Probably not Beerus and Whis, but, well, actually, I guess I could. Yeah, you probably could put Beerus and Whis on there as well. Definitely not Beerus in the Monica costume. But if you look at Beerus cards, well, now he is on a number of teams, actually. Yeah, because, you know, yeah, Rivals came out and he was on that. He is on Master and Student Bond. Sibling Bond, wow, yeah, Beerus has gotten 3 categories this year already. I don't know. I think Beerus definitely could make it on, even though he's a super type character, so we'll look out for that. Bojack will be on there for sure. This is also a big deal, because I mean, we could get a Dokkan Fest exclusive for either one, like, normal Bojack that transforms or just full power Bojack. I mean, we basically have holes on both. Both Bojack and full power Bojack have holes here, right? Like, you know, this Bojack is pretty good. I guess the TUR version of LR Bojack is solid. You know, the STR and AJL ones are pretty old. Honestly, like, like we could almost get like a transforming Bojack and then like an LR Bojack of full power. Like there's definitely stuff they could do there. But I do think Bojack for sure will be on the category as well. Now Broly, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how literal Dokkan would be with this category, because like I feel like the first movie Broly maybe wouldn't fit on there, but the second movie Broly probably would, and I think Dragon Ball Super Broly probably could fit as well. I mean, he is like him, Paragus, and Frieza basically invade the Earth, right? So I mean, we could at least see some Broly cards end up on there. It would be nice if Super Saiyan 3 Broly got an extra category, now that I think about it. Yeah, another one of these villains that's only on a couple of different category teams. I mean, that would certainly help Broly. Hopefully we eventually get some sort of Dragon Ball Heroes category as well. That would help a lot of these characters out. I think pretty much all versions of Boo will be on here. I mean, you just go right down the list. They're all going to be on here, I think. I mean, now these Boo units are starting to be on a lot of different teams, too. So, like, if some of these older Boos got easy A's, or, you know, if we got, like, a new Boo to come out, this would be interesting. I do like Boo's presence on the team. I think Cell is probably a safe bet as well. Pretty much all versions of Cell. So, you know, we got the new LR Cell, SCR Cell, you know, Tech Cell. Man, do I wish this guy, like, fit better on some of these teams. I mean, he doesn't have shocking speed, but then again, new Cooler does not have shocking speed either. And I guess the new Cooler is a support type unit, and then Turles will also be around. So actually, I don't know. Actually, you know, I think this... No, wait. I think this is probably actually going to be this Cell's best team now that I'm really looking at it, because his weakness is he doesn't really have key links and stuff like that, right? Like, but if you got those two Coolers flying around, you've got Turles on the team as well, and like you could just really load up on powerful units. I think this Cell is actually going to be fantastic on this team, and no matter what, he's on there because he's transformation boost. Man, yeah. So Cell, another category for Cell. I think the Cell Juniors, very, very likely to be on there as well. There are going to be a lot of artificial life form characters on this team too, I think. So that could be good for Cell Junior. Demon King Piccolo, I mean, he's got to be. You gotta put this boy in here. Not really a lot there yet, but again, in the future, same thing as like Bojack. Like we get a LR Demon King Piccolo, we can get a transforming Dokkan Fest Demon King Piccolo. There's a lot they could do with Demon King Piccolo. One of the most important characters in the series, really. Like he was the first, like, almost like Dragon Ball Z villain to appear, right? Like that tier of power, like a world beater. Because, like, you know, like Grandpa Gohan shows up, he does smack Goku around at Baba's tournament, but he's not a villain. Mercenary Tao is like the first like super powerful opponent Goku fights, but like the rest of the Red Ribbon Army, they're not like all that, right? But then, like, you know, I guess Tien at the 22nd World Tournament is a real threat, and he technically does beat Goku too. But then, you know, Demon King Piccolo is like, you know, an alien. Like, he's like, yeah, Dragon Ball Z time is here. But he definitely needs to be on there. And then Deborah, honestly, I think you could probably Babidi, Deborah, Pui Pui, Yakan. You could just slide them all in there. And those are all characters that need new versions too. Like Pui Pui, Deborah, like, there's just so much Dokkan has not done yet. It's crazy. Like, characters that are just completely irrelevant, like, that could get, like, good cards. Like, Deborah, I feel like Deborah could get a Dokkan Fest exclusive. I mean, maybe that sounds surprising, but I mean, there should be more than just a couple of crappy SRs and then this support type unit. Like, they got to do better with our boy. Deborah's cool. Like, Deborah has so many interesting techniques. Like, he breathes fire. He creates a spear. He creates a sword. He turns stuff to stone when he spits on it. Toriyama was really in his bag when he was, you know, coming up with Deborah. So I would not be opposed at all to a Dokkan Fest exclusive Deborah. Again, I think the Boo saga, like, so the Android/Cell saga, right? You look at how long and how many cards really came to Dokkan from that. Like, basically, like, starting with when Mecha Frieza and King Cold, that LR came. And then, like, we got Dokkan Fest Piccolo, we got LR Cell, we got Future Gohan, LR Gohan. Then we also got LR Cell, like, just months. It was like 3 or 4 months straight of Android/Cell saga units, and I still feel like it needs more, honestly. I think we're probably going to get the same thing with the Boo saga, honestly. Like, there's so many holes in the Boo saga. We're for sure going to get a transforming Vegito, base form to Super Saiyan. You can lock that down. Like, they could, that's so, like big and hype that you could probably make that the New Year's summon. Like, I feel like that could be the big time, because JP always has a big time unit drop around then. It was Fuse Zamasu and Spirit Bomb Sword Rage Trunks like 3 years ago. 2 years ago it was Tech Vegito Blue and SCR Goku Black, and then last year it was Blue Gogeta. I think, you know, transforming Super Vegito is a very good solution for that. Looking through, there's just so much that they could add to this, dude. Like, again, like Dokkan Fest Majin Vegeta, another Dokkan Fest transforming Super Saiyan 3 Goku, tons of stuff. LR Kid Buu, LR Ultimate Gohan, like LR Gotenks. The Buu saga is just so stacked. There's so much stuff that goes on. It's just crazy. So there we go, guys. There's what I think the Conquest of Terror category is going to look like. I think it'll be one of the best categories in the game. I think it's going to be a place to get many units. Super 17, Hit, Janemba, more categories. These units that don't have a ton of categories can get another place. And, like, if that's really the case, this definitely become... Cooler really is, like, the first Dokkan Fest exclusive where it's, like, I'm telling people, like, you gotta summon for him. Because, like, you know, Namek Goku is great. That Super Saiyan team is awesome. But, like, Transformation Boost plus Conquest of Terror, it's too much. Like, there's just... How can I quickly get the Transformation Boost? There's just so much already in Transformation Boost, like, let alone what we're gonna see from the Conquest of Terror. I mean, again, like baby, like so many of these units are already on here. Gogeta, Evolution Blue Vegeta, like Dragon Ball Super Trunks, Future Gohan, like, look at this. This category is already disgusting. So, like, Sealess is already on there. Like, some of these units, I was like, this guy could probably be on there. They're already here. Dragon Ball Super Broly, like, it's going to be insane. It's just going to be, like, very, very crazy. So, I mean, I want to see what it's going to look like with Cooler in-game, but I might actually have to make a rare should you summon on this banner video where I'm actually like, yeah, yeah, this is a summon banner right here. I mean, I know we have the hero. See, it's tough because the Dragon Ball Heroes banner is coming out in a couple weeks, and honestly, I do recommend people summon on that as well, because that's a banner. It's probably going to be featured guaranteed, and I'm sure all these new cards are going to be good, so it's going to be one of those cases where if you do even put one multi into it, you're going to get a good unit. So, like, I would tell people to summon on that, and then after that, we're moving into December. You know, December, again, something monstrous will be coming in December, so who knows? But Cooler, I think, probably is going to be a must summon. Let me know what you guys think of the Conquest of Terror category. Cooler is just a dirty, filthy boy, though. I'm definitely very excited for him. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.